Here we take a closer look at which respondent subsamples in our survey have the most optimistic and pessimistic outlooks for IT spending. Focusing in on total 2023 estimates compared to total 2022 IT spend, we see that despite the aggregate revision lower in spending estimates, some respondent subsamples buck the trend. Specifically, large organizations showed improved estimates versus 3 months ago, which is a reversal from past macro surveys, where the world's largest organizations exhibited even lower spending intent. In this survey, both the Fortune 100 and Fortune 500 are exhibiting almost 100% growth from the prior macro survey, albeit off of absurdly low levels. Still, here is another reason for potential optimism, if you're looking for it. In another pivot from the prior survey, retail consumer organizations now indicate the largest improvement in full year estimates, a title that was held by energy utilities previously, whom, along with financials, insurance, and industrials materials manufacturing organizations, have all lowered their spending estimates this time around. Lastly, by region, EMEA and North America are stable, while APAC softened by 200 basis points. Of the three regions, EMEA exhibits the highest spending intent, a full percentage point above North America. In this analysis, we isolate those respondents indicating decreased spending for Q3 and ask which cost-cutting methods they were employing to achieve their budget targets. The data shows that the most common methods utilized were delaying or stopping new projects and reducing staffing costs, with both answer options coming in at 20%. A reduction in consulting outsourcing and hardware spending were also commonly cited methods at 16 and 15% respectively. Meanwhile, following a drop in citations last survey, the reduction of excess cloud resources was cited more than 3 months ago, jumping from 6% to 10%. And with that, I'm going to turn the mic over to my colleague, Jake.
Thank you, Eric. Now we'll move on to some organizational trends. To start with an encouraging trend, the proportion of organizations accelerating new IT deployment or new projects, seen here in the blue line, has expanded since 3 months ago. Meanwhile, organizations freezing deployments or holding back on new projects in the black line has held steady. 30% of respondents indicated that they are deploying new IT projects, while only 16% said they will continue to freeze. Hiring metrics are also flat, both freezing hiring and increasing hiring, respectively falling around 30% of respondents each. On the other hand, layoffs in red have seen a slight uptick since 3 months ago and an even greater climb year over year. Software procurement cycles have further leveled out, with a whole 48% of respondents indicating that there would be no change to their cycle in the second half of 2023. Most organizations that do anticipate changes in the procurement cycle expect mild deviations from the norm, with changes from 6% to 25% up or down. More respondents expect this procurement process to be somewhat longer at 22% versus 15% of respondents that expect procurement cycles to be somewhat shorter. This slide represents a new line of questioning for ETR's Macro Views survey. Customer relationship management stands out as a clear priority within enterprise applications over the next 12 months. After CRM, the prioritization of enterprise performance management, human capital management, business spend management, and enterprise content management are relatively evenly spread out across our sample. Supply chain management slightly trails other sub-areas. Finally, let's move on to forward-looking priorities within database data warehousing. Data warehousing for analytics is the highest priority over the next 12 months. Respondents also indicate enterprise focus on cloud migration, data lakes, data modeling, and relational databases. Meanwhile, respondents indicate less prioritization of projects and initiatives that involve NoSQL or graph databases, falling considerably below all other listed sub-areas.